Did you guys see that Democrat debate, the last one with Bloomberg, and how everybody was all excited about it? And I tuned in the middle of it, and boy, what a cavalcade of knuckleheads. Makes you really appreciate Trump, a man who knows who he is, makes no bones about it. On that squad, all you had is a bunch of people trying to pretend to be something that they're not. One's trying to be an Indian, the other's trying to be a moderate, another trying to be tall. Hello and welcome to the Sonia Schmidt Show. I am Sonia Schmidt. Did I record this part already? Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, take two. Welcome to the Sonia Schmidt Show. I'm Sonia Schmidt, and thank you for joining me here on the range Thank you for joining me here on the range, where hopefully you join me every Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Coast Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can also contact me at my website called leftit.net, and it's all about my upcoming book. You know what? I'm an ex-writer. I shouldn't say ex-writer. I'm a writer, and I teach writing, and I believe that everybody has a story. Some stories are more compelling than others, and there's a way to put them together. But one thing that has to be consistent is that your story needs to be on some level relatable. Should have some elements, hopefully, of being likable or compelling if you're not likable. One person who I find completely likable, who has an incredible story outside of myself, is President Trump. I mean, think about it. The man is a billionaire, yet he relates to the everyday man. I mean, I am sure those on the left still don't understand why this remark is so offensive. I think Bloomberg is still going, what did I say wrong?
I think about the agrarian society lasted 3,000 years, and we could teach processes. I could teach anybody, even people in this room, so no offense intended, to be a farmer. It's a process. You dig a hole, you put a seed in, you put dirt on top, you add water, it comes to plant.
They still don't know what's so cool about this.
Larry Starr is another farmer who will benefit by today's actions. Larry, please come up.
Wow. Thank you. What a great honor this is to have you in our home, Mr. President. Like everyone, water is the most critical part of our existence. It is in fact our lifeblood. And like blood, how it is treated, maintained, and pumped is the single most important factor in our existence. Our farm has been forced to idle thousands of producing acres due to the uncertainty of our lifeblood. Reduced water allocations year after year due to environmental takings, old science, questionable management, and increased regulations. We pay for water we don't get. If we even mentioned selling, my dad would go ballistic. He would say, "Not now." He said, "President Trump is going to get things done." He said, "He's our hope." Yeah. And it's a fact, Mr. President, you have got things done, and you have indeed revived our hope.
Which brings me to today's topic, referring to Trump. He is us. To my guest for tonight, he's a guy who does not get unhinged. And once you find out about his history, you will see why. He's seen it all, been there, done that. And like Trump, completely likable, incredibly authentic. Earlier when I said everybody has a story, well, he's a perfect example of that. In fact, he's written a book called Executive Hoodlum. Executive Hoodlum. And it tells you all about him. Here he comes. This is your first book, or?
It's my first book. I never intended on writing it, to be honest. To be honest, Larry wrote the first 3 chapters. The Elder. Read it. I said, "Larry, man, I don't talk like that. That's something I wouldn't say." And then here's a guy, I felt bad because I'm telling a best-selling author.
Right, exactly.
5 books. I say, "Larry, nothing for nothing, but if somebody reads that," I said, "essentially, you're a black dude from Crenshaw. I'm Italian from Chicago, where we don't even speak the same language."
We don't speak the same language. Right. So let's talk about Trump and the left for a second. The left is failing so bad, I'm starting to feel sorry for them, to be honest.
Well, that makes one of us.
What could they possibly learn from Trump that they're not? Let's just try to help them out. Let's give them.
Well, the way I see it, and I'm fairly pragmatic, and since I handle government relations, I spent a lot of time on Capitol Hill. I spent time in the Pentagon. I honestly believe that they just didn't learn their lesson from 2016, because what's happening is Trump's doing everything he said he was going to do. And he's been abrasive, and he's been, he tweets and he does all these things that people found offensive, but he did that during his campaign, which is why people voted for him. So now he's going in, acting the same way he did during